anybody to call their fourth Super Bowl together. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. The first Super Bowl of a new decade. Super Bowl 54 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Throwing on first is Wentz. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Akeem Spence able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit another screen soon.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're waiting behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now back to throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing you do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds Stills complete. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect. And try and be aggressive on their first series.
Stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. It's complete. Stills. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And they'll go on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Gone! Back to the Philly, here we go! Gone!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner. But to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now, Barney!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a three-down back who can do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because he carries it really well, but he blocks it.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll look to throw here. He goes underneath to Drake. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from the 20. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. All right, time for us now to discuss Alshon Jeffrey.
And you look at the numbers, not only has he not caught a pass, they haven't targeted him yet, and we're coming up toward halftime.
And you remember our meeting with the coach beforehand? What did he tell us about him? I write his number on my play sheet, and I circle it in bold type, because I want to make sure he gets the ball and often.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Wentz now to throw. And Tate's got it. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Wentz now on first down. Finding room inside the 40. Caught right side, Tate. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first and 10, here's Wentz. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now Wentz on third down. And he connects with Ertz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Room here to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they'll run it here. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brandon Graham able to drop. Him for a loss of a couple.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll set up a throw. Hard throw. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see. They shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back. to Miami. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now 3rd and long. On the carry, here's Clement. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw, it's Wentz. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
How about that part? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Now Wentz, got to have this one. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagg, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Dolphins on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
They'll set up to throw. Buying time was left. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end,
Still second down.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
He'll look to throw. And Stills over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. To throw is Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get a score closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a handoff looking right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.